Sumerian religious thought began to emerge around 6000 BCE. This period marked the permanent settlement of people in fertile river valleys. The shift to settled life fostered the development of foundational religious concepts. These early undercurrents laid the groundwork for Sumerian religious beliefs. Archaeological sites provide crucial insights into early human civilization and cultural practices. Eridu, considered the first city in Sumerian tradition, is a significant archaeological location. Excavations at Eridu have revealed the remains of ancient structures. These findings include small shrines, representing the earliest forms of religious architecture. These shrines served as initial religious centers for the community. They are recognized as direct precursors to the larger, more complex temples developed later. In early periods, religious beliefs centered on natural forces. Life-giving rivers were revered as sources of sustenance. The sun, vital for crops, was worshipped for its nurturing power. Destructive storms were seen as agents of destruction, inspiring awe and fear. By the 4th millennium BCE, Sumerian religious concepts underwent a significant transformation. Previously, revered natural powers were conceptualized in non-human forms. These powers represented fundamental forces of nature and the cosmos. A shift occurred as these divine entities began to assume human shapes. This anthropomorphic transition marked a new era in Sumerian religious thought. It reflected a changing understanding of the divine and its relationship with humanity. The Sumerians conceived their gods as anthropomorphic beings, possessing human-like forms and characteristics. These deities exhibited a range of human behaviors, mirroring daily life. Their gods engaged in activities such as eating, drinking, and marrying. They also experienced conflict and even drunkenness, reflecting human imperfections. This portrayal of gods as human-like figures underscores a profound connection between the divine and mortal realms. Sumerian deities were organized into a divine assembly, mirroring their societal structure. This assembly reflected Sumer's primitive democratic political system. Each god held specific offices and functions within this divine hierarchy. This structure illustrates the close relationship between Sumerian religion and governance. The Sumerians developed a unique cosmological view of the universe. They conceived of the cosmos as a closed dome-like structure. This dome was believed to be entirely enveloped by a primordial saltwater sea. This vast sea represented the ultimate boundary of their known world. It was also considered the fundamental source from which all existence originated. The Sumerian cosmos encompassed distinct realms beyond the terrestrial Earth. A significant component was the underworld, a realm beneath the surface. Another key element was the Abzu, a primordial freshwater ocean. These elements collectively defined their cosmological understanding of the universe. Ancient cosmologies often personified elements of the natural world as deities. An was the deity associated with the dome-shaped firmament, representing the heavens. He was the deity of the earth, embodying the terrestrial realm. These primary divine entities govern the heavens and the earth in early belief systems. Sumerian mythology describes the origins of the cosmos and life. In the beginning, there was only Namu, the primeval sea. Namu existed as the sole entity before creation. She is considered the primordial source of all existence. From Namu, all other gods and the world itself emerged. This myth highlights the sea as the fundamental origin of life and creation. In ancient mythology, the primordial goddess Namu played a pivotal role in creation. Namu is credited with giving birth to two significant deities, An and Ki, and embodies the celestial realm, representing the sky. Ki personifies the terrestrial domain, symbolizing the earth. Their birth marked the fundamental separation of heaven and earth, establishing cosmic order. In Sumerian creation mythology, the union of the deities An and Ki played a crucial role. An, representing the heavens, and Ki, embodying the earth, mated to bring forth new life. From this divine coupling, Enlil, a significant deity, was born. Enlil was revered as the god of wind, rain, and storm, controlling vital natural forces. His birth marked a pivotal event within the Sumerian creation narrative. Enlil's emergence established him as a central figure in the Sumerian pantheon and cosmic order. Ancient myths often describe the primordial state as an undifferentiated unity, where heaven and earth were conjoined. In one such narrative, the deity Enlil undertakes a pivotal role in cosmic creation. Enlil performs the act of separating his parents, who represent the unified heaven and earth. He claims the earth as his designated domain, establishing its distinct existence. Concurrently, the sky is claimed by An, thereby defining the celestial realm. This separation is a decisive act, rendering the world habitable and suitable for living beings. Enki, the god of wisdom and fresh water, is a pivotal figure in ancient Mesopotamian mythology. According to myth, Enki undertook the creation of humanity. The primary purpose of this creation was to serve the gods. Humans were specifically designed to alleviate the gods' labor and burdens. This act established humanity's fundamental role within the divine order. Ancient Sumerian civilization held distinct religious beliefs central to their society. A fundamental aspect of their faith was the belief in numerous gods and goddesses. Sumerians believed their primary purpose on earth was to serve these deities. This service was primarily conducted through various offerings and elaborate rituals. These practices were essential for maintaining divine favor and societal order. Thus, religious devotion underscored both their individual lives and collective societal function. The Sumerian pantheon was characterized by its extensive number of deities. Scholars have identified over 2,400 distinct deities within this religious system. A significant majority of these deities bore names of Sumerian origin. This linguistic consistency indicates a deeply rooted and indigenous religious tradition. The vast number of gods and goddesses points to a highly complex religious structure. It reflects a rich and intricate system of beliefs and worship in ancient Sumer. Sumerian religion was structured around a core pantheon of 7 principal deities. These gods collectively governed the cosmos, establishing divine order. Their dominion extended over distinct realms: heaven, earth, and the spaces between. This divine governance shaped the Sumerian understanding of the universe and was revered as the supreme deity in ancient Mesopotamian mythology. He held the significant role of god of the heavens and lord of the firmament. Originally, An was conceptualized and depicted as a great bull. This imagery symbolized his immense power and celestial dominion. The city of Uruk was recognized as An's holy city. This association underscored his ancient origins and exalted status within the pantheon. Enlil was a prominent deity in ancient Mesopotamian mythology. Revered for his immense power, he held dominion over crucial natural elements: wind, air, earth, and storm. Enlil was considered one of the most active and influential gods in the pantheon. His vital role in creation involved the separation of heaven from earth, shaping the cosmos. A notable act attributed to Enlil was the sending of a great flood, a significant mythological event. These actions underscore his authority and impact on both the natural world and human destiny. Enki was a prominent deity in ancient Mesopotamian mythology, revered as the god of fresh water. His domains also encompass knowledge, crafts, magic, and incantations, signifying his vast influence. Enki was credited with the creation of mankind, playing a pivotal role in their existence. He was also considered a protector of humanity, safeguarding them from various threats. Enki controlled the sacred me, divine decrees governing all aspects of existence and civilization. Inanna was a highly revered Sumerian goddess, known as the Queen of Heaven. She embodied diverse aspects, including sexuality, passion, and love. Inanna was also a powerful deity of war, associated with the planet Venus. A prominent myth details her significant descent into the underworld. Sumerian worship was fundamentally centered around the temple structure. These temples were considered the earthly dwelling places of their deities. Initially, Sumerian temples began as relatively simple architectural form. Over time, these structures evolved into massive, complex ziggurats. Ziggurats were characterized by their stepped pyramid design, culminating in a sanctuary at the top. A prominent example of this architectural development is the renowned Ziggurat of Ur. Ancient priests served as crucial intermediaries between humanity and the divine realm. They often resided full-time within temple complexes, dedicating their lives to religious duties. A primary function involved the daily care of cult statues, believed to embody the gods. This care included ritualistic washing, clothing, and feeding of the divine effigies. These acts were not merely symbolic, but considered literal service and sustenance for the gods. Such daily rituals maintained the sacred connection and ensured divine favor for the community. For the Sumerians, the afterlife was known as Kur, or Irkala. It was envisioned as a grim, cold, and dark cavern located deep beneath the earth. This underworld realm was ruled by the goddess Ereshkigal. All souls, regardless of their earthly conduct, were destined for this same afterlife. Sumerian religion endured beyond the decline of its civilization, demonstrating remarkable resilience. Its core tenets were absorbed and adapted by subsequent cultures, including Akkadian and Babylonian societies. This influence extended to the pantheons of the Assyrians, shaping their religious beliefs and practices. Echoes of Sumerian narratives and themes can also be found in later texts, such as the Hebrew Bible.